So yeah, great, awesome insights. So next we have our final session before lunch, which is a very relevant panel. So we heard from the Ministry of Digital Economy and Society this morning about the vision for Thailand. And so now the panel will be talking about how to drive the space ecosystem in Thailand with some Thai space sector players. And that will be discussing Thailand's role in driving growth and innovation in Southeast Asia. But actually, given what we heard this morning from the ministry, he mentioned this emphasis on domestic and international. So I don't think we can just, I'm going to take it upon myself to expand the scope of the panel from Southeast Asia to the world. So this will be moderated by Tom from ThaiCom. And ThaiCom is one of our key sponsors for this year. So I'll let Tom take it away. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Jenna, for the introduction. So after that last session with Terry and Niall, I don't know how to compete with that. I'm just like, that was just amazing. So for the next topic, I'm happy to moderate for a topic that's closer to home, which is regarding the Thai space sector players, how to drive the space ecosystem in Thailand. With that, I would like to invite the speakers for this session to come up on stage. So this will be Dr. Pakorn Apapan, who is Executive Director of GISDA. Please come to the stage. Dr. Pornpan Thanukit, who's the Executive Director for National Space Affairs, which is part of the Ministry of Digital Economy. And Kun Sampachai Hawananda, who's CEO President of NT, National Telecom. And Kun Ekachai Pakdurong, who's a CSO of ThaiCom. So thank you very much for joining us on the stage. So we're represented by the private, state, and also state-owned sectors who are the key players for driving the Thailand space sector. Just to give a little bit of the context, the global space industry is experiencing very fast, rapid growth and innovation, driven by private investment and renewed interest in space exploration. Reports suggest that the space economy could reach a staggering $1 trillion revenue by 2040. So as the panelists, I would like, representing Thai space sector, maybe I would kick off with the first question of what is your current role and maybe how your organization is driving the space economy in Thailand. Please.
You ask me or
yes.
You ask me, okay. All right, I think I'm kind of new face here. Very nice to meet you guys here. I heard that you guys have been friends for 30 years. Very nice to have to be here. I'm Pakorn, I work for GISDA. GISDA kind of we responsible for space development and space policy and implementation in Thailand. In fact, myself is an executive director for these agencies. In Thailand, if we think about the space in anywhere, if you think in any tech activities, there will be we say implementation, yes, and also policy makers and maybe regulation. Maybe it's too soon to talk about the regulation in Thailand. We are drafting the Space Act right now. But back to the implementation and policy makers, let me start from Earth observation. We have ground receiving station, and we're promoting making use of satellite data for various applications in Thailand, especially for the government sectors. And we're also promoting the making use of satellite data. For the last some years, we have our own satellite, and everyone knows that the space sector is more possible and feasible for anyone. So we try to promote space technologies in Thailand and make use of space technology in Thailand in scientific way and also in the policy level as well. Talking about the policy level, policy makers, we are, with the department, the DE, Ministry of the Digital Economies, we are secretary for the committee on space policy, national space policy. So we're promoting and try to making use of space technology, not only Earth observation, but also communication and, navigation, scientific outer space exploration. So we try to promote those stuff and try to make the policy to make sure that we make best use of space to the country. I think we can start from here.
Yes, thank you very much. So in essence, just drives the space policy and also the user and try to implement Earth observation technologies in, for Thailand. Thank you. So next, Dr. Ponpan, can you maybe provide some perspective of your organization?
Yeah, I'm an executive director of the National Space Affairs Divisions at Office of National Digital Economy and Society Commissions, ONDE. ONDE is under Ministry of Digital Economy and Society, targeting policy and targeting digital and space policies. We developed the Digital Master Plan, 20 years Digital Master Plan, and we are secretariat of the National Digital Economy and Society Commission as well. And for not just only policymakers, we also manage the Digital Economy and Society Fund. By last years, we grant 2.2 million baht, or around 65 million US dollar.
She's big boss, to holding all the money here.
Oh, yes. To your organization as well, to Jesta as well, to the key projects by expanding the internet broadband access to the remote area, to lessen digital divide gaps, or the building government data center and cloud computing to foster the digital government. And this is only our digital part that we are working so far, but we also have the space side, space part as well. Similarly, we are the secretariat of the National Space Policy Committee, chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister. We work closely with GISTA and Ministry of Defense to set the policy recommendations about the space affairs. So far we announced about the policy like national communication, satellite communications policies, open sky and landing light policy, and upcoming national space acts and national space master plans. That's like our work at the secretariat of the National Space Committee. We also assign and directed National Telecommunications NT to manage our government assets, so-called IPSCC is a communication satellite, and Thaicom 6. Yeah. Since these two communication satellites gonna expire in 2026 and 2029, so we as a government who own these assets have to ensure to ensure the effective use until the end of the engineering lifespan, and to provide the smooth transition in these two communication satellites, not just only this task. We according to the open sky policy in the communication satellite we now in the processing of the reviewing and studying the impact of allowing foreign satellite to operate commercially in Thailand. So we expect to propose this new landing light policy to the National Space Policy Commissions and the cabinets by next year. And this policy aims to enhance the national competitiveness, provide level playing fields between incumbents and newcomer foreign operators, and improve the accessibilities especially in the unserved area, which will benefiting various sectors such as education, telemedicine, emergency response and rescue, etc. Apart from that, moreover, we are the focal points of the Asia Pacific and space corporations organizations. We are the national focal points of these organizations. What we have done so far is we collaborate with our member state to join the space research projects. We send over 200 participants to join the expert group meetings, training courses, workshop on the space science, space development, space technology development, and applications. We also nominated young people across Thailand to study about the space fields in China as well. This kind of ONDE works. So as you can see, that ONDE acts as a policymaker, facilitator, and implementer in the key factor project. So to develop digital and space advancement. So I'm confident that our dedicated efforts will contribute to the growth of the Thailand space ecosystem and economy eventually. Thank you.
Thank you for that. National Space Affairs and under DE seems to play a very expansive role in terms of policy and maybe a lot of funding and
Because I'm sure that the audience may not our organizations or NDE, so I
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And next, Kun Sampachai, maybe you can explain a little bit more about your organization, what you do, and how it's involved in space economy.
Okay, thank you. If you ask me what am I doing, both of the guys and the lady here is a regulator, is a policy maker, is a money holder. Okay, we are the operator who would like to get the budget from them, right? NT is surprised that the merger between the TOT and CAT 3 years ago, and we are working on the many fields, especially in the term of the connectivity. I give you an example that we have 10 submarine systems that connect to every continent, okay? And we also have the terrestrial connectivity that connect to every neighboring country. Also, we have all the internet connectivity that connect to every village in Thailand, especially in terms of the project. We call the project of the 24,700 villages connect to the internet, and also the user from the NBTC. That's an example that what we are doing. And in terms of the space technology, okay, we are open to every partner for the both in Thailand international partner. That we have set up the unit for the satellite that we do the broadcasting and the broadband business, both Geo and Leo. And at this moment, we have the 3 ground stations available for satellite operator who would like to to work with us. We have the area in Nonthaburi that close to the Bangkok. We have the area in Sriracha in the eastern part of Thailand, and we have another area in Ubon Ratchathani in the northeastern. That we already have some partnership that were talking to us, and also we are working very closely to also Thaicom also. That's what we are working on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, NT seems to emerge itself from one of the largest telco operator and also becoming a satellite operator and doing many different type of services. So maybe Kun Ekachai, for you. So it's your turn as a private, entity in the satellite field.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. And I think I started with this. Not many occasions that we can put the key players in Thailand space industry together like this panel. We have the regulators, we have the space agency, we have the national infrastructures of telecommunications, and then we have the private operator like Thaicom. So I think this shows very clearly that our country, Thailand, is propelling ourselves to be part of the space segment in the global context. In the past panel on Thierry and Nile, Thierry told us that Nile started his career with Thaicom in 1992 at inception. I was there in 1993, so 1 year after Nile. So he's the first batch of satellite engineer and the second batch. And throughout our 30 years experience in the industry, in the satellite, only these 4 or 5 years that we feel and recognize that, and we realize that the change has come. We have seen the cost reduction in the rocket, in the space launch. We have seen the opportunity that small countries, small company can build their own satellite, small one. We can see the advancement of the AI and machine learning and software engineer that can create a lot of data that can be useful for a lot of, something that we never been able to do before. So Thaicom, 3 years ago, we decided to change ourselves from being satellite operators to transform ourselves to be a space technology company. And that's the key things that Thaicom playing its role in this country. So in the past, we are the frontliner propelling the industry for the country. We will be the frontliner in propelling the space technology for Thailand in the next decades. That's what our roles in this context.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Kun Ekachai. So for the next question, since we're on the topic of how to drive Thai space ecosystem in Thailand, how do you see Thailand driving itself, and enhancing capabilities and reinnovating itself, to emerge as one of the leaders in the space economy? Maybe I give this question to.
That's me again. In fact, if in this room we talk about space, we talk about supply, it's very simple word, But if we talk about space outside this room, they say, "Oh, this is really complicated." They talk about the moon to the Mars, or they will, can be fictions. In fact, this is important to convey the message to the national policy maker to understand, to push, and to promote the making use of space technologies for the countries. So what we do is, we have trying to do is we kind of do it user-centric, try to customer-centric, try to where's the output, what's the outcome, who's the users, where's the market. We start from there. So we set up we have to make use of space technologies for better life, for better living. So everyone knows that global issues, national issues related to climate change, things, pollutions or whatever, agriculture. And I think everyone knows that space can be, we can make use of space for better living. You have IoT, you have satellite data, we have communication, so whatever. If this technology can converge, can make your life is better. So So these two things, this is a theme that Thailand go. Then how we make use of space for those stuff. So first, I think we have to do the technology convergence. You know, like only Earth observation do we have a lot is impossible. That's why Thaicom, you know, interested to move in to the Earth observation, while they have early communication. That's why we have to work with digital economy. That's why we have to work with AI. So if those technologies is converged, you can get solution for market, to the users. So first thing, we try to push to the technology convergence. Second, I think we open the country. Not only the open data. What we have now, we have like TOS2 data, like we have really high resolution data. We open data to make sure that we have programmer. We open Thailand. You know, you are welcome. If you like in any business, and if you know our goal to make your space for Thailand for better living. If you have any technologies, you have any business, you are welcome to join with us to do something together to make things better. You know, this second thing is like we try to connect people. We open first we converge technology. Second, we connect people. And third, what we have done is we try to also doing scientific matter as well. Space is not dying. Technologies is growing every day, changing every day. So we joining international collaboration with like big country. I wouldn't name like any country in the world, big one or small one, to do the scientific things. We work with China. We work with US. The government just have a solution. We're going to join Artemis Accord very soon. This is like outer space, outer space program. This kind of project also promote in Thailand. So if we have those sectors, users, technologies, and also scientific, and this is what we done to drive space ecosystem in Thailand.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So as a policymaker, you seem to be driving towards the needs of the user. So I think that's quite important, and convergence of technology is also making use of that is also quite an important part. So next to you, Dr. Ponman, what is your perspective on how to drive the Thai space ecosystem and
Yeah, for me, as a policymakers, I'm going to focus on 3 areas. The first one is about utilizing sandbox without the complex procedure. I think this approach can enhance regulator and innovator to collaborate and understand new technologies better. This approach also giving the benefit to me as a government to developing the policy that can accommodate rapid technologies by remaining national competitiveness. The first one is about utilizing sandbox. The second one, I think that is about the government support through ease of doing business or any incentives such as tax exemptions, grants, subsidy to start up and private enterprise in the space industry. So we should provide access to the facilities as well, such as the future launch sites, research facilities, or the manufacturing plants. Second is about government support. And the last one, I think that the Thailand space industries may not go any further if there is no domestic demand. Therefore, both government and other sectors choose less awareness of the peoples and the potential customer about the space-based product and services. this mechanism can keep the demand going, whereas the downstream and upstream company can encourage them to innovate the new business models in response to the emerging market. So with these three strategies, I think that Thailand's space industry can really take off. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have quite a concrete plan, three-pronged plan. So I think maybe the state and the state-owned and private can work together. Now maybe off to the state-owned enterprise. What's your perspective, Kun Sampachai?
Okay. Actually, Dr. Pornpan and Dr. Pakon already talk about what I would like to answer. Let me try to describe in terms of the category. I divide that one into 4 categories. The first one is the enhancing in the R&D in Thailand. I think the government already have the policy for the space technology, and many of our universities are ready to pick up some courses that are related to the satellite technology. And also some of the future that we will have plenty of the LEO satellites. In terms of the Dr. Pornpan said that we would like to drive the demand in the domestic demand. I think that they have plenty of the field that we can work on. For example, like agriculture, observation, and so on. In that case, we can try to contract with the university in order to make some kind of the new application or the existing application that we will enhance for to fulfill our demand in that case. And also, we would like to promote the network expansion for the satellites. Okay, the second category fell into the regulatory enhancement that both of them already talk about. That one, I think that we also about to have we call the Space Economy Act. After we have that act, I think they will have another department that correspond, especially for the satellite technology and for the space economy. We also have the international treaty, at least at this moment, 5 treaties at the moment. And also we will focus on the HR development and talent attraction, that some of our government agency already have the new kind of the system for the new visa that attract to the talent people. Also for NT, we will focus more on the infra and ground station development. That's what we feel into the 4 categories. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And from lastly, Kun Ekachai, I saw a 5-minute mark, so maybe Kun Ekachai, and then maybe we can take one more question.
All right.
From there.
Okay, so the question was what's our next step, right? What Thaicom will do. I think we want to grow our space business sustainably. In order to do so, I think we have 3 main missions. First, we have to ensure that our existing portfolio of services in SATCOM is still growing. So we invested in a new geo satellite, and we also forming the partnership with the LEO, like Globostar, and we do more. So that one is to sustain our revenue stream on the SATCOM, which is still our core business. At the same time, we are creating, the second mission is to creating some impactful missions that leverage on the space technology. So we select to do the Earth observation applications, because that things, first, I think we have the people and capability to connect people with that things. We are in the market long enough to know a lot of people out there and in here. So we connect both of them and leveraging on our, I would say, connections and expertise in the markets, and also our reputation. So we can create a lot of applications, like as Nai mentioned, on the agricultures, on the carbon credit, and many others. That one would create our positioning in the space technology market in short term first. So we select to do something impactful. The third thing is we creating the long-term foundation, which means our people.
Yes. Now we are in the stage of the reviewing the impacts of the allowing the foreign satellite to operate commercially in Thailand. We work together with the regulator, our regulator, NBTC, and we will announce. We will study and announce the broad open sky, broad landing light policy in the state level, and NBTC will have their own notifications about the landing light. So as of now, it's just only the first stage of studying and reviewing the impact. So we can say, I would say that we will provide fair competitions among the incumbent and the foreign satellite to operate in our country, in Thailand. And so because this is just only the early stage of the studying, I cannot answer you much in detail. So I confident that I will do my best to have the for benefit for our country and industry. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that was rather insightful and appropriate last question to end. So thank you very much. I think we have a good panel here today. It's Kun Ekachai mentioned it's very difficult to find the policymaker and the operator, state-owned and private, to be coming together. So yeah, thank you very much, and please give a big hand to the speakers.